While that landing wasn't as smooth as we would have liked, like any major event, it can also offer a change of perspective. Hi, my name is Echo, and I will be your companion on this adventure. Like a faithful hound, I will attend to you, alerting you to dangers and opportunities as they arise. Look at this place. Gorgeous! Well, except for all that burning wreckage. A perfect spot for another rip-roaring adventure. What will we discover? Hopefully our habitat. I'm picking up a faint signal over those cliffs. Onwards, brave explorer! Victory! It appears our ship's 3D printer is still functional despite its sudden descent onto the beach. Everything you will need can be crafted with this lovely device. Jump thrusters, nice! I have faith in you. Jump! Jump! Ah, a jungle. Nice. And so close to the beach. Now where is that habitat? Shoot first, science later. Perfect. More crystals, but blocking our path now. Nothing a plasma shell can't fix. Progress! So what now? Well, I am detecting new species in this next area, some of them more territorial than we've encountered so far. Remember, there is nothing in Alpha's various directives that stops you from hunting them, or avoiding them, or even eating them. A dead end. Perhaps a good moment to gain some altitude, survey the landscape, so to speak. Oh, I am detecting a very potent edible organism nearby. You should seek it out for science. But make sure to scan it first, just in case. According to our launch manifest, we were supposed to be nestled safely inside the habitat after waking up from cryosleep. But obviously we are not. Judging by the debris we saw earlier, our ship disintegrated on entry to the atmosphere. And worse, all your equipment is missing. Our focus needs to be on finding it, or replacing it. But that is a task for future you. Present-day you still needs to find the habitat. It appears the way forward is blocked again. We'll need to rely on your keen sense of observation once more, my best new friend. Anyway, you should now feel stronger, faster, and fitter. Neat. If you see another of these laying about, eat it. We should be getting really close now. I can feel it in my robotic bones. Ah, there it is! Just head down there and we can finally get comfortable and relax a minute. And then we get to work. Well, the habitat module seems basically intact, but it's been sitting there for almost a century. Try to power it up. Congratulations! Well, that's mildly disappointing and a little distressing. I guess we're on our own now? But first things first. Now, you found my voice! Remember, I am an AI assistant, so I can sound like anyone you want. I can be your imperious foreign friend or a sassy sidekick, lightening your day with pithy one-liners, and you can change me back and forth at any time. How charming. Well, it's filthy. Something appears to have been living inside the supply crate, and unpacking the crate appears to have juiced it. Oops. Looks like we will need to 3D print ourselves a power hose. Excitingly practical. Your mother would be proud. And best of all, you've already found some of the printer story we'll need to print the tool. What foresight! Now, all you have to do is head back to the habitat and use the 3D printer. Perfect! Now we can get to work cleaning the comms array. After that, you are free to spray whatever you want with it. That's it! Yes! Okay, now we're cooking with gas. Let me scan the planet. Okay, so good news is that all of your equipment seems to have arrived safely. But the bad news is that the crates are scattered everywhere, which is weird. I currently have no idea how that could have happened. Speaking of which, I think I found the supply crate containing your trusty electric whip. It's not too far, and it's now marked on your compass. You'll need that if you ever hope to lasso a creature or two. Oh, I'm I'm detecting one of many kindred personal travel devices for your own future convenience. Very useful when those organic legs of yours feel tired. Let's check it out! Great! That's one teleporter down, many more to go. Their exact location might appear random at times, but I can assure you that some of our above-level junior scientists probably spend at least half a Tuesday lunchtime thinking about their ideal spots. Unfortunately, they didn't provide any lists, so I strongly encourage you to seek them out in the wild. You, but I don't like the look of that gas. There must be a way around, or over. Okay, we're approaching the location of the missing supply crate. It's right up there. The tree may be large, but I noticed some fungi clinging to its trunk. Let's check it out. Good job getting up here. But watch out, I'm picking up a lot of filth further up this stump. Power hose at the ready. Now to find a way up. That worked! What happened to this crate? It looks filthy. Please scan it before touching anything, just in case. Much better. Now you can open it safely, I think, but don't lick your hands afterwards. Why not try it out on those excitingly foul lumps over there? Okay, that's one piece of gear retrieved. So many more useful tools to go. That said, I haven't located more supply crates just yet, so I'll keep scanning the planet and let you know when I do. Remember, your new whip also doubles as a lasso. Give it a twirl. Let's go catch something. I found a creature that's not too threatening, or smart, or dangerous. And better still, the more you bounce, the higher you go! This is a nice spot. So scenic. A tranquil little marsh. Great work! Impeccable technique. You're a pro already. Unfortunately, until you build a pen back at the base, those creatures are basically stuck in the void. Luckily, despite Alta abandoning the colony, the buildings are still up there in orbit. Let's call them down! I see a teleporter up ahead. And that's a wrap! Every teleporter on this particular world is now unlocked and fully operational.
Ding dong! It's me, the Shamalama! And have I...
Slappy's
New colony buildings have landed and are ready for use. Well, some. Most are sad echoes of all those broken promises now, but at least amongst them you will find a lovely research pen. Let's take a look inside! Excellent. You have activated the research pen. It's ready to dissect, discombobulate, and dismember creatures whenever we need it. Looks like our work here has not gone unnoticed. We've just received an exciting email on your Habitat's computer. Looks like a possible side gig opportunity. A bunch of weird challenges that will give us new blueprints? Hell yeah, I'm up for that. Are you?
Go out there and get me some sweet selfie snaps! Ding dong!
Good. I will begin analysis. It might take a while, though. While we wait, why not tackle some of those challenges we just received? Check the list in your journal. All right, my research is complete. The first of many, I hope. That was fun. And the creature's almost exactly the way it was before. Okay, so I'm also done searching the planet for other supply crates, and it looks clean. But you will be either delighted or terrified to know that the rest of your gear is still in this star system, but on other planets, which is the perfect opportunity to use the planet cannon currently waiting in our orbital warehouse. But before we can launch ourselves onward, the cannon needs calibrating, and the data we need for that has crashed somewhere. I have a likely site, however. I'll mark its location on your compass now. Let's go! With our research pen up and running, we have an opportunity to make some custom gear. I think I can figure out how to build you a grapple. Looking up the research data we've collected, you know what? I think I have everything I need. Bam! Just gather the resources and print the upgrade. I don't want to alarm you, but I'm getting a very faint transmission from a nearby source. It doesn't seem to be Alto equipment, so I suggest you go check it out. It might be useful, or valuable, or dangerous. We won't know till we get there. That's right! A grapple attachment! Your whip can now attach to those grapple blobs we've seen everywhere. Should give you access to all kinds of exciting and potentially dangerous areas. Okay, so according to my projections, you now have everything you need to reach that missing software we'll need to calibrate the planet cannon. Let's go!
Hey mate, this is Gunther Harrison, CEO of Alta Interglobal, if you didn't know. Just a quick call to check in and see how you're traveling. I know the redundancy announcement was rough and a bit impersonal, but I want you to know that if you get back to Earth, I am totally on your side. It's against Alta Company policy to promise you anything, but rest assured, it will be something, and that something will be fantastic. See you soon.
Ha! This is the perfect spot to test your grapple tether. To the moon! Oh, it's going to be an old school hacking moment. Like in the good old days when computers were new. Remember that movie Swordfish? Classic. This is like that, except with flying slugs and exploding critters. Perfect! I did it! Actually, I did it 30 seconds ago, but I wanted to add a little more tension to the moment. Chest is now unlocked. You're welcome. Bingo! That is indeed the piece of software we were looking for. Uploading it now. And done! The planet cannon stored in our orbital warehouse should now be properly calibrated on arrival, allowing us to reach other planets in this system. Exciting! Speaking of which, it's time to call it down to the surface. And while we're at it, we may as well add another research pen that fits the climate of our next destination. Hot and arid is in our future. Wait, what's that? Something's wrong. Ah! Someone has hacked into your Habitat PC and left behind a message? Okay, well, I recommend heading back to watch it. What if it's ransomware, or a worm, or spyware? Oh, you want to do some diving? Awesome! I'm sure I can locate an upgrade for this. I'll let you know when I find it. There's a video you need to watch first. Well, that was strangely ominous. I presume whoever it was will get back in contact when it's appropriate. Bait! Comes in a handy can. Useful for distracting critters. Good job! You finished the first batch of mysterious challenges. For science, I guess. Let's head back to the habitat when you're ready, see what upgrades we've unlocked, and see.
Congratulations. To the victor goes the spoils. I've unlocked fresh upgrades in the printer to celebrate your achievement. Good work!
A monstrous projectile of fire and death. You'll be a regular Dirty Harry with this, eh? That's a boomer reference. Dodging is an underrated ability. Alrighty then. If you can't wait any longer to leave this lush and humid planet to explore the rest of the star system. Now this is more what I expect in a distant alien world. Empty, arid, desolate. Everywhere else we've been has been a busting alien paradise. Hopefully this one isn't a bust. Fortunately for you, it seems your next upgrade is just over that dune in the direction of those huge rocks. Jumping Jehoshaphat! What in the name of the great algorithm was that? Okay, so good news, bad news. Bad news is your upgrade is gone. Good news is it seems to just be moving rapidly away from you. Mixed news is that I have no idea how or why. Nevertheless, I will mark its new location on your compass.
Hello? Hello! This is Martin Tweed. I have found a way to chat with you directly. Magnificent! I thought that you could maybe help me with an issue I have found myself confronting. I believe our former employer, Alta Interglobal, has been involved in some seriously dodgy activities. And I believe the evidence is somewhere down there on the planets in your current star system. If you could keep an eye out for them, I will reward you handsomely. Thanks!
Look at those bones. It's like there was a breeding program of some sort.
Greetings, Explorer. I've added a fresh group of tantalizing challenges. More upgrades await.
So I was able to reprint you, but I can't reprint your loot. You'll need to go get that yourself. Not much in there, but still. That's the spot! Okay, the area is clear. Chest is unlocked. You caught it, and I've teleported it back to base. Ready to start researching whenever you press a button. At the habitat. On the computer. Quick, agile, slimy, slightly flamboyant. A perfect target. If you could parry projectiles and send them back the way they came, then I'm sure you could solve more than one of your problems. But first I'll need to align the reflective properties of the glove with the appropriate projectiles. More research is required. And it looks like we already have a suitable critter in our holding pens ready to be poked with science. Hoorah! Research complete! Get home and get crafting! Shiny, reflective, and useful. Parry at your leisure! Much more fun than a boring old bullet. This particular chest appears to require some effort on your part in order to open. Maybe follow those cables? Sand or quicksand or tar pit? The answer was tar pit. That acts like quicksand. And we're back. You are essentially immortal, you know. Well, your body is. Your mind, however, maybe not.
caveman. Don't settle for dry rock.
Yes! The crate has acknowledged your targeted violence. Find more. That's 2. There should be 1 left. And the chest is open! Success is your constant companion. What's this? My database lists it as a key component of a power hose upgrade. How fortunate! However, we need 2 of these. I'm picking up the other part's signal. It's not far. Marking the location on your compass now. Ugh, bugs. Bugs everywhere. I hate bugs. It's quiet. Too quiet. I will need to hack this chest in order to open it, so stay close. Hey, come back! If you go too far, it cripples my hacking mojo! Okay, I'm making progress, but this old code is Java. It's basically gibberish. Nice shot. Phew, that was close. Heal yourself now, bug. Phew, done. Crack this bad boy open and let's keep moving. All right. You have both components of the goo ingester. Head back to the habitat when ready to print it. A teleporter! That's gonna be useful.
How would you like to make the world awesome?
Suction mode added to your power hose. Now go extract some fun liquids.
Hearing is looking for loyal officers of change to increase our stranglehold of.
Well, the trail has gone cold, but I am still detecting the supply crate deep beneath the sand. If a creature has it, you'll need to lure it out somehow, whatever it is. I don't like the look of these eggs at all. Are they hatchlings? If you could kill that nasty hatchling, perhaps whatever thing in your supply crate will reveal itself. Unfortunately, your gun does nothing. Time to test that new reflective hand gel, I say. Slap those projectiles. Yup. Gross. That is a lot of flaming spit, or fiery vomit, or just fire and sometimes vomit. Who knows? Parry, Fair Explorer! Dodge and parry! Perfection! Do it again! Truly vile. But it matters not. Let's see if it spat out our precious supply crate. And just as I feared, the crate's locator beacon is on the move again. Let's track it down once more. We will prevail. I draw your attention to that weird shimmering nearby. What is it? Wait, what? How did this spaceship get here? Looks like it crashed some time ago. You would need some fancy flying to get your javelin caught up there. It looks pretty beaten up. Oh, now this is nice. Maybe we should just hang out here a while and de-stress. Go for a swim, catch some rays.
Wait! I'm picking up a faint Alta transponder nearby. They seem to be old security badges? You know, on a lanyard. Useful for tracking your hours at your desk.
The signal comes from further down this cave. The worm must have bored through solid rock. Impressive. Blocked again. There must be a way through. We should scan the area for possibilities. Yes! First strangely conductive plant, connected. Second plant, hooked up. And 3 down. Some kind of organic parasitic membrane. Is it fungi? It looks to have fibrous connections throughout the cave. Yes! The way forward is clear. All right, let's hunt down that worm. Or beetle. Oh, I like this place. Colorful, unreal vibes. Looks like a worm tunnel if I ever saw one. And I have seen at least one. Let's head deeper into that cave. I've got mixed feelings about this. It's back! Watch out! Yes! That worked! Ooh, finally our precious crate! But so slimy and sticky and fragrant. Nah, I'm not touching that. It's disgusting. Well, this is disgusting. I presume we will soon be digested if we don't find a way out. We may be delicious, but I want out of here. What looks metallic around here? Haha! Choke on it, worm! Again! And I thought it couldn't get any worse. I think we've really made it mad now. That's it! Metallic spear, worm! And it's down for the count. Suck fortunately magnetic rock, sand slug. Now let's get out of here. Right, we are making progress! More crunching of those weird transmissions shows another viable landing site on a particularly unstable planetary body nearby. I'm still not certain where the signal is coming from, but the data is useful at least. But before we head out, we need to call down another set of building upgrades from orbit, if only to store the creatures from this new planet. Who knows what terrible diseases we will create if we mix them.
You did it! With the gear you've now acquired, you should be within spitting distance of a revelation. Search your heart. You know it to be true. Seek me out, young explorer.
Hey, we still haven't looked into this weird electronic transponder. It's not far, in the swamp near our base. Come on, let's go check it out. This planet seems particularly unstable, which is not encouraging considering the upgrade you seek seems to be somewhere deep below the surface. Time for some spelunking! I'm detecting a massive void below this chamber, filled with lights. And then another void below that one. Looks like we're gonna be doing some cave diving today. There must be a way to open a path down. Looks prickly and blocky and flammable. That is a lot of floating rock. A plasma rail! I just found an old upgrade blueprint for the grapple that would let you grind them. And it's now waiting for you to get 3D printed at the habitat. Imagine the fun we could have. Do it. These platforms are surprisingly fragile. Watch your feet. Eat fiery doom! Okay, you need to defend that crate. Stay lively. that thing. Nice! It's a replacement part for your jetpack. But it generates a downward force? Okay, well, with this we could add a stomp feature to your arsenal. Return to the habitat at your leisure and print it. Finally, a teleporter. There's a new upgrade in your 3D printer just waiting to be printed. I've always wanted to just drop everything and grind the rails, see what life is all about. But it's just not in my programming. That's it! Now head back to that icy hellhole and start stomping. So satisfying! I wonder what else we could stomp. Time to test that new stomp upgrade and the thickness of this icy floor. Okay, so the supply crate is still below us. Look around the room and see if you can do something about that.
Hey, it's... The automated sensors I installed in your gear have spiked. There seem to be some looping data transfers near you with the distinct signature of an Alta proprietary encryption protocol. Stay alert!
Listen, let the ding-dongs guide you. A selfie spot is close.
All right! I have the location of another data center. A mysterious box of Alta secrets. Pointing you toward it. Now.
Well, this is delightful. Look, a teleporter! Can you hear that? Is there a weird beeping sound or am I malfunctioning? one more crashed spaceship. I guess those things were not the easiest to pilot and land. And another one's gone, another one's gone, another lock bites the dust. Well, that must have been unpleasant. It hurts, but that sound it makes is still funny. Ooh, another one of these crates with extra security. What a climb! Smell the air here, so fresh, so filled with danger. In a second.
Treat yourself. Nothing makes a person happier than new stuff. It's your optimism. Yeah.
'Ooh, another one of these crates with extra security. What a climb! Smell the air here, so fresh, so filled with danger. In a second.
3 cheers out. Nothing makes a person happier than new stuff. It's your optimism. Yeah. 3 cheers out. Nothing makes a person happier than new stuff. It's your optimism.
Ooh, another one of these crates with extra security. And that should do it. Epic win. It looks like some sort of filter? I could probably upgrade your biosuit if you could find a nasty enough creature, capture it, disembowel, and autopsy it, then give me a sample. So, that's a new goal. You reached the peak! Acid lakes, floating islands, strange hand-capable critters. This mountain has it all.
The only thing more irritating than Alta's smarmy two-facedness is their incompetence. Imagine knowing you had to dispose of incriminating evidence and yet not bothering to do it properly. Another data center located and...
Nope, there it is again. Beep, beep. Ugh, I hate it. A big acid herp derp! Catch it! You got it! And it's even more foul than I'd hoped. Head back to the base to kick off the research. We'll be filtering out poisons and noxious body odor in no time. All right, research complete. I now know how to replicate and mitigate that toxic gas. Now we just need to update the filter scrubbing system back at the habitat and keep the toxins from burning a hole in your lungs and reducing you to liquid form. Alrighty then. Those toxic fumes should be no obstacle now. Feel free to stumble through any noxious cloud of vapor you see. And as an added bonus, this should filter out that lightly soiled smell that was lingering in your suit. Win! Success! But maybe also failure. Perfect! The filter system works! Press on! Seal the rest of those vents! More beeping! But hopefully it means more delicious data. This sound, though! Is this how whales feel? Go get your reward! He or she does not look happy to see you. Your upgrade should be just a bit further. Amazing! An underwater electric scooter? Perfect for hipsters and interstellar explorers. This will let you explore any of those deep lakes and rivers we saw on previous planets. It's actually quite lovely here. Peaceful.
Another day, another lost data center. A horde of data. A treasure trove of failings and misdeeds. Go get it!
Well, well. So not only did all our survival tools get scattered everywhere, but so did your clothing. So unless you have a good knowledge about how to convert alien flora into a wearable textile, I suggest you keep an eye open for more wardrobe crates like this one. Ping, ping. Oh.
A final mystery awaits you, my fearless friend. The 5th data center on this world of ice and fire. Go scan it for me, and I will forward the results to my crack legal team at Zeldrock and Zeldrock. They will slam these fools!
The absolute best thing about you finding this final data center is I will never be forced to hear this infernal pinging again. Okay, you've gathered all the major pieces of missing gear on this particularly desolate world. And lucky us, I have received another transmission. All right, the planet cannon is locked and loaded. Press on! I am picking up the rough location of the piece of gear you need, way up there on the hill. Marking it on your compass. Let's go! way to get up that cliff. I'm detecting another grapple point right up there, but it looks completely covered with yet another mysterious alien substance. What is it? Oh, nice! That guy is bursting with fruit flavor and super corrosive acid. Great find. With a little research, I could upgrade your pouch to be able to carry liters of dangerously corrosive acid in handy little balls that you can toss at stuff. Why not? Okay, ready to start poking around that thing's DNA. It's not dissolving itself with its own stomach's content, so I'm sure I can upgrade your gear based on that. Alrighty then, my research is complete and your new pouch upgrade is now available to craft. Head back to base when you're ready and you can start dissolving friend and foe alike in mere seconds. A deep glistening pool, perfect for swimming. Perfect, I say. Yet another crashed spaceship. This is getting ridiculously predictable. Oh, a teleporter. Let's unlock it. Acid. Kids love acid, I love acid. Now you can enjoy acid anytime, anywhere, too. So our little ghost town is complete. More than a little eerie, to be honest. Makes me more excited to repair that javelin and get out of here. The signal is getting stronger. I think over there in the swamp. Could you scan it for me, please? Ooh, Flashback Friday. That looks like one of Kindred's old launch vehicles. I wonder what it's doing down here. But, we must have tripped some automated security because we seem to be receiving a message on an old Kindred aerospace frequency. Very odd. Check it out on the Habitat's main screen. Or you could try lifting it using your mag fork. Who knows? Amazing. It seems to be structurally sound, but it's absolutely filthy. See if you can clean it up a bit. And then let's go check out that video message. Okay, so the good news is that this tweet guy just sent us 2 new blueprints for parts we need to fix that javelin. Bad news is that the ship seems to be missing way more parts than he expected. Big chunks, actually. But we're resourceful explorers, right? I'm sure we'll figure something out. Keep both eyes open.
There's nothing better than that brand new spaceship smell. No point cruising space without some bluegrass jangling away in the background. This should stop you ending up impaled on a random planet like those other explorers. You did it! The Javelin is ready to fly. I calculate an 87%